Now then guys, welcome to Jord's Minecraft channel. In his last episode we finished our keep and it's looking pretty nice. These gardens here all done. Looks pretty good. So I've done a few things off camera. I've put roofs on most of these towers now, they're mostly done. Put some texturing stuff in there as well, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Got the walls to do, put some walkways up there and stuff. Got some buildings to put in here. We're not going to do that today. I shall explain that in just a sec. I'm just really quickly going to show you some more stuff before we move on to the building. I've got some of these streets and stuff that are looking really bland and a bit boring, so I have got them to sort out. So that's something on my list to do. Got that gatehouse to finish, but I've done the little bit of terraforming over here. I've got these kind of rocky riverbank here, so that's looking pretty good. And yeah, I'd say this town is about 50% complete now. We're getting there. Let's just shut this door. We're getting there. There's still plenty of stuff to do, plenty of stuff on the list. But today, as we're speaking about unfinished projects, we're gonna head over to our wizard tower, which is over this way. So I shall meet you guys there. I'll see you in a sec. So, look at this now. Look at that there. Can you see it? Doesn't that look cool? And there's more spawning as you kind of walk up to it and kind of come into view. I love the way this like approach is starting to look now. I need to put some paths and stuff out here to connect the two together. But I want to get these projects kind of done first before I start worrying about anything like that. So, you can see the little tower poking up between these two peaks too as you walk up. I think that's a really cool kind of feel. So I've worked on all the backsides of these mountains now. They need a little bit of smoothing out. They kind of look, in some places, they look a bit blocky. So that's something I've got to sort out. Especially over here in this corner, it looks really blocky. So that's something I'm going to have to try and work on. I don't have world edit, so all these mountains have been placed by hand, which took quite a while. I'm going to put some grass on the kind of bottom bits here, have some grass on the bottom going up, transition into the kind of stone at the top. But you come through this cave here, and yeah, there we go. I love this bit as you walk in, go across the bridge. You can see all the rocks and the nether wart and the dead trees. I think this place is feeling really cool, really evil. I've done the backs of these two. Again, I need to grass them up a bit, but at least the main kind of block shapes are in. But we've got loads of kind of empty space. I don't want to just have it all filled with the same stuff. So I'm thinking about putting like a little hut here. That's where the kind of wizard's assistant kind of person will live. Like an Igor kind of character, someone like that. I mean, most wizards have like an evil assistant, don't they? And over here I'm thinking we're going to do some docks. Have a little dock area that goes out into this swamp. Maybe we can build something in there in the future. That could be pretty cool. But yeah, like I say, I want to focus over here. We're going to build ourselves a little like kind of witch hut kind of thing. I'm just thinking of kind of the palette that we're going to use. We have these stripped dark oak logs that I think could look really cool. So that's one possibility, I suppose. We have a couple of other things we can use, brown terracotta being one of them. Oh, I like that. It kind of looks really dry, like dirty and dry, so I think that's going to be our building block. And them two work okay together. We also have brown concrete, and brown concrete powder I particularly like. That might be a bit too... It's a bit brighter than the terracotta, so yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that. I mean, it'd work with the stripped logs, but not really with the terracotta. We could try just the logs just as they are. I mean, that works pretty well. So that's another option that we have. We could do that. Let's see, what else have we got? I'm trying to go for like dark, kind of earthy colours. I just want something that's gonna kind of go with this terracotta quite well. We have dark oak planks, spruce logs, well, pretty much similar to the dark oak. We have dark oak planks. They might be better for the roof, so I might use them for the roof. And then let's see, what else have we got? I don't think we're going to use wool. We could try some of the kind of nether blocks. That could maybe work. We've got the nether brick stairs. The nether bricks. Nah, they're not working for me. But I'm gonna try and work something out. And as per usual, I will catch up with you guys in just a second. So this is what I've kind of got planned out. It's just a small little hut. I don't want anything too big. So yeah, we've got the sort of brown terracotta in here. We've got the stripped logs in. They're looking pretty good. And then we're just going to start working on the roof. So I want the roof. I want it to kind of look like it's breaking a little bit. Kind of like it's been here a while. It's kind of rotting away. That kind of idea. So let's grab some slabs because we're going to need those. And maybe we can have bits under here that are kind of like hanging down, where the roof's kind of like sagging down. That's kind of the idea I'm going for. Let's maybe put a stair there, maybe a slab there, a stair, maybe an upside down stair. Maybe kind of a bit's falling off, that could look good. Let's just put a plank behind here. And then maybe a slab up there. So that bit's kind of dangling down a little bit. Maybe that's like a loose plank. That's kind of a cool idea. So then let's go here. And maybe here. That might be better as a slab. So let's try that. And then slab. Kind of in the middle. I think it makes more sense for it to kind of like dip in the middle. Because either side of the building, that's where the structural integrity is, whereas in the middle there isn't as much there to support it, so that kind of makes sense that that's where it's kind of falling down. So that's that layer. I kind of like the shape we're getting here. So we're going to need a full plank here. And it's kind of going to get a bit steeper at this point. I think it looks good, especially for like fantasy style stuff. Having that kind of pointed, steep roof at the top. So that's something I'm going to try and achieve. I think if we just put some slabs across here, and then maybe a stair there and there, maybe one on the end like that, and then we can put a slab there, and maybe a stair. That's going to have to be a plank, isn't it? So let's put a plank there and there, maybe one there, and then maybe if we put a stair going that way, that could look good, and then fill that in with a slab. Yep, I like that. It's kind of dipping on a bit of a diagonal as well, so that's a cool look that we're going to get. I think I'm just going to have to change that to a plank, just so that's not sticking out the side. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So I'm just going to continue to carry on working on this, and let's see what we can come up with. Okie dokie, so this is the roof pretty much done. There's still some little bits and bats I'm going to do, but as you can see on the side, kind of at a point, and then in the middle it kind of dips down. I really like that look. I think that's looking pretty cool. Pretty old and ragged and falling to bits, which is what I was going for. I think in some of these bits here I'm just going to put the roof up a bit. I think that could possibly add something to it, so let's try that. I think that looks good. Maybe a slab on top of there. Yeah, that's kind of creating a bit more of a shape that I'm after. So let's do maybe a block here, And maybe if we just leave that there, that could look good. Yeah, it's kind of creating a bit more of a dip, and it's like there's extra bits that they've added on to try and keep the roof held up. I think that looks good. And maybe one there, like that. And then you've got a bit of a big gap there, so I think I'm just going to put in a stair. Just kind of, yeah, makes it a bit more of a curve, and that's good. You've still got that dip that goes down like that, so that's looking good. And then, yeah, I need to focus. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some dark oak, and I think these are going to look better. Yeah, I think they look better than the stripped, so I might change them. I might keep the stripped ones. I'm not too sure. Maybe the acacia ones could look interesting. No. Yeah, I might just stick with the ones we've got. We could try the normal acacia. It's kind of like a really dry looking kind of block. Not sure if I like that or not. I might put that in. It does add something, like it makes it look really dry and adds more of a kind of grey texture to it rather than the brown. So it does give it a little bit of, it changes the colours up a little bit. We could also try some polished diorite. I'm not sure how that's going to look. It might be a bit too bright. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I do like the acacia, that looks pretty cool. We could have some andesite, some stone. Nah. I'm not feeling that either. I think we might actually go with this acacia, you know. Whoops, bit of lag there. I think we might go with this acacia. I really like the way that looks. So I think we're going to put that in. And put it in here too. It just helps differentiate the colour a little bit. And in fact, at the sides, I might just make all this the terracotta. I think that'll look a little bit better. I've just accidentally broke a block there. Let's put that back in. So yeah, I think I'm going to make all the sides terracotta actually, and just have these in the corners. Maybe we could do this and kind of have these like posts coming out of the roof, like supports maybe. Maybe try it on this side. Maybe if we differentiate the height. Now I think I preferred it how it was. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Let's get rid of them. But it were an idea. This is the thing, I like to show you these kind of bits, because it's just kind of trial and error. It's kind of showing you the building process, trying out different ideas, seeing if they work, seeing if they don't. I mean, I do like this. In fact, the more I place it, the more I kind of like it. Just because it looks really dry, and this brown terracotta looks like really dry as well. So I think that's really helping us with the theme. We can't really put windows in the back, but we can put them in the sides. Let's just do this and terracotta all this up. And then it'll be time to work on the interior after that then, I think. So let's just do that, let's do that, and let's do this. There we go, put this window in. Maybe a 3 tall. I'm not sure what looks better actually, the 2 Oh, I like the fact that they're like a block higher than what they normally would be. It kind of makes it a little bit more private actually. I don't know, there's something about that I really like. So I think that's going to be something we're going to do. I like the shape of this roof. I'm not sure if it's missing something or not. We could have like little windows here that the roof's kind of sagged over. I kind of like that. Let's just get rid of this. Then I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we want like all the windows covered or if we want them out. I am wanting some kind of like supports on the corners as well. Maybe I'm not too keen on the granite. Let's get rid of that. We could try maybe nether brick. I don't think that texture really works. No. We could try maybe just good old cobblestone might even work. We'll have to see. I'll have a think about that, I think. Work that out off camera. We need a door. So let's grab a door and some fence posts actually while I'm here. Let's put these windows in. Not sure if I prefer the 3 high or the 2 high. I think I'm going to go 2 high. I think I prefer those. The ceiling's actually not looking too bad, so that might not be something we need to work on loads. But I'm going to get to work on the interior, and I'll show you what I come up with. So I ended up going with the cobblestone, kind of bits hanging down, and that kind of idea. I like that. We've got this little lantern on the front here. I'm not sure if that might look better like that. I'm still constantly kind of messing about with this roof and trying to add bits and stuff like that. So, oh, maybe that looks good. Yeah, I like that. And maybe we can put a stair going that way. I am, just like I say, I'm constantly messing about with it, just trying to work out what looks good and what doesn't. I think that's going to do, though. I'll show you the interior. It's kind of spooky in here. We've got these kind of vines that are growing inside, and we've got some various plants and stuff. A little bed, kind of as a little wither shrine, and some what do you call it? The mushrooms that grow in the nether. I've done the paths as well that kind of go around and surround this area. So I've got a path coming this way. We're going to fill up the ground with kind of as rocks and dead trees and stuff. But I'm thinking as well, maybe with this soul sand, we could have it, because we have it climbing up the mountains, I think we could have it like climbing up the side of this hut. That could look pretty cool. So maybe if we kind of do something like this, and then on this side too, kind of have it climbing up the sides. I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's do that. Maybe have it like this. Yep. And then do the same on the other side. Kind of just have it trying to climb up the walls. Maybe put one right up there against the window, one down there. That looks good. So yeah, I'm pretty enjoying this this little kind of witch hut. Let's just sort this path out a little bit. It is a little bit square over here, which is kind of annoying me. I don't like it to look square. Maybe if we just put some soul sand in there. That could look pretty decent. And kind of an odd block there. I don't know, it still needs a little bit more work. But yeah, we've got the path in, that's the main thing. And I think it kind of fits in really well, just kind of tucked into that corner over there. We are going to work on the docks as well. We're probably going to do that for next episode, but I am aware we are running pretty short on time, guys. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe to catch up with this series. And I will see you in the next episode.